All right, day one. It's about to begin. Let's see the verdict. $328.4. Well, good morning. How's everybody doing? Cajun Carnivore in the house. You just saw my weight. Day one. We're on it. Snake diet is underway. Shouts out to Matthew Westwood. Shouts out to Cole Robinson. Shouts out to my guy, Local Al. Oh, by the way, Local Al, great progress, bro. I saw your video, commented on it, man. Another 2.2 pounds, I believe, man. You're killing the game, brother. Keep doing what you do. Shouts out to you. My day one, 328.4. And I just want to say, I was actually shocked. I think, like I said in yesterday's video, I think maybe their doctor scale might have been off. But at the same time, to tell you what happened, I had a dentist appointment that morning, and I did a 2-for-1. So I did a dentist appointment in the morning, a doctor's appointment in the evening. I took off for work that day. And I normally drink my water because I do my DOT physical because I'm a truck driver. I normally drink my water throughout the day, but I drank a little bit of water before my dentist appointment, which was 7 a.m. And I couldn't drink no more water because obviously I had to get some work done, and it was like a 2.5 hour process. I was in the chair, so and the little bit of water I drank, man, I was fighting for my life. So I got out of the dentist appointment and I wound up drinking my gallon because I got out of the dentist appointment about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and my appointment for my doctor's appointment was at 1:30. So I had 3.5 hours. So I drank my gallon, prime the pump because I have to do a drug screen in the cup, And I'm beginning to wonder if I didn't have more excess water initially from drinking that along with all of the bad stuff that I ate. But nevertheless, 328.4 is our starting weight. February the 1st, 328.4. I'm actually a little bit more optimistic. I know that might sound crazy, man. Why are you happy about 328 pounds? Well, I really expected. I thought I was like high 330s in the 340, which would have put me like a shade under my starting weight. So to be 328.4, given all of the bad stuff I've been eating, that just goes to show you, And I'll say this much. It goes to show you that even though I've been eating bad stuff, I still had been intermittent fasting every day. Like I do a minimum of a 16 to 8, normally an 18 to 6 when I eat 2 meals. But when I eat my meals, I usually go hard. I go hard. Chips, cookies, and an overabundance of calories. I did my TDEE, my maintenance calories, and I did it for, I anticipated 335. So my maintenance calories at that came out to be about 3,600 calories. So it's going to be a little less. So at 328.4, the formula, and it's simple. You got the calculator, you can plug it in automatically, but raw formula is your weight times 10 to 12 is your maintenance calories. So if I were to do 328.4, I already know on the top of my head, 3,284 calories daily would be my maintenance in order to maintain this weight. So as long as I don't go over that amount, I would maintain this weight. But once again, who wants to maintain this weight? I don't. I want to lose weight. So they teach you that the calorie deficit is to eat 500 calories or whatever less than your maintenance calories. That's how you lose weight. So under normal circumstances, if I wanted to lose it at a slower pace, 3,284 calories, I would have to drop it down to 2,784 calories. If I did that daily, then I would gradually lose weight over time, which is cool. But the thing about it is, shouts out to Cole Robinson, the Snake Diet, and Matthew Westwood, I don't want to lose weight slowly and gradually. I want to get this weight off yesterday. So this is where the going down to the floor calorie wise, this is where going to the floor calorie rise comes into play. So for me, like I said, it's going to be between 500 and 700 calories every day. We're starting off OMAD. I'm doing strictly potatoes for the next 7 days. So tonight, I got my potatoes. I got to go to the store and get another bag because I hadn't been eating potatoes. I might say one bag of potatoes might last me a month and a half or whatever. Because, I mean, we rarely, seldomly, me and my family, like they eat potatoes, but I don't. Whenever potatoes is made, I usually would get the meat because I'm carnivore, you know. So I'm going to have to go get another bag because I'm doing potatoes strictly for the next 30 days. Going heavy on what I got this week with what I got left. So I know I'm going to need some more potatoes. One thing I'm going to show you in the video as we progress through the day, I have a food scale. I have one of these special food scales that measures everything. It gives you, I mean, sodium, potassium, calories, all of that stuff, carbs, all of that stuff. And I know with Cole, you know, carbs don't matter. It don't matter. So that's why the key is to stay low cal, because if you're staying low cal, you're only getting so many carbs, and the carbs that you get, the carb count that you get is not gonna stall your loss. Like I'm loving the content that they give. I'm loving and I'm learning the fact that weight loss is stalled through an overabundance of calories. That's what it is. So we're going low cal. We're definitely going to go low cal, and we're going to go with the potatoes, all potatoes. I'm seeing people writing comments on. I saw on low cal Al's page. I saw Matthew Westwood's page. People are writing in that they've done it. I'm seeing people. One guy said he lost like 14 pounds in like 10 days, you know, doing it like that. So I know it's effective. Keep the preparation real simple. Salt for me, I throw a little pepper on there. I love my potatoes with butter and cheese, but I know I can't have it. That adds extra calories. So it's going to be as bland as it can, close to the floor as possible. That's what we're going to do. Now, also, a gallon of water every day. My goal with that is I am going to drink my gallon of water, you know, from the morning time when I get up and be done in the early afternoon, latter afternoon, and then I'll have like another glass of water with my potatoes. And then after that, that's a wrap. That way I know I'll be going to the bathroom, you know, over the course of the evening, through the night, you know, in the morning when I get up. And then when I, you know, take my weight, that'll give me a pretty good approximation of the weight for the day. Yeah, man, that's about all that I got. We're going to go ahead on and go through everything. We'll go through the meal prep and everything, and we'll go through the finished product, and I'll show you guys the scale. But nah, man, Cajun Carnivore, man. And I know the name is throwing people off. It's like, man, why you call yourself a carnivore? Well, this is what the channel was birthed out of. But it was running up and seeing Matt and Cole that made me realize that, you know what, I got to change the game. Now, will I go back to carnivore? Eventually. But the carnivore that I was doing, I was getting a lot of bad reads anyway because I don't eat the high fat. I eat lean meats with carnivore. I had people when I would post online about my carnivore stuff, and I'm showing my turkey and my eggs. Now, I would put a little butter, you know, for flavor and stuff like that. I throw a little cheese on top, you know, for variety. But I've got people like, why, you know, you need to have beef. You need to have 80-20. Why? I mean, I get it. I get the principles of carnivore. You know, you're burning fat and all of that stuff. But if your insulin resistance with carnivore is down, then it don't matter if it's 80-20 or 93-7. You're not bumping it up. Now, I know my insulin may bump up a little bit by what I'm eating, obviously, but that's okay because your insulin only goes up for so many hours after you eat. I think it's like 4 to 6 hours, you know, digestion takes place and your insulin comes back down to a level, to steady levels. I mean, If it comes back down by the time I go to bed and then I go to sleep and I'm sleeping off, whatever at night, that I get up in the day and then I go the whole day, guess what? You're still gonna, your insulin is gonna be low enough that you're gonna tap into fat burning, at a very, very, very adequate rate. That's all I'm looking at, so I got to give Cole his props, man. Cole has really gotten me out of the stigma of worrying about carbs and this and that. It's when you take in too many carbs. An overabundance of carbs is really where you get, with the combination of an overabundance of calories. That's where weight loss happens. And the last little tidbit in this section of the video, I have an at-home elliptical and I have an at-home walking pad. So whereas they're doing the heat work and not really doing, a lot of running or whatever, I'm going to incorporate the walking and this and that. And what I read was for the people that, is with the insulin resistance and the raised insulin, when you eat, right after you eat, you take a 10-minute walk. Your insulin is going to spike, but when you take a 10-minute, 20-minute walk or whatever, the spike that you get is going to kind of level off and lower that spike. It's going to start bringing it down, rather. It's going to bring it down quicker. So that spike is going to go up, which blocks fat burning. But when you walk and do some activity after you eat, it's going to bring that spike down quicker and start leveling you out a little bit sooner. So we're going to take advantage of that. We're definitely going to take advantage of that, no doubt about it. But yeah, man, like I said, my goal is a pound a day, 328.4. So today's February 1st. If all goes well, I'm hoping to be at or under 300 pounds by the end of the month. My birthday is March 4th, so I've been over 300 pounds pretty much for all of 27 years. Going on 28. Got married in 98, and when I got married in 98, that was the last time I was really under 3. I've always been 3. I got up to over 4. I was 420 at my heaviest, overall heaviest. And I got back down to the 380s, 370 zone, and I stayed there for like 15 years between 370, 380. Then I got down to 360, 370. I got down to 350. And I couldn't crack 350 for nothing to save my life. But then I went carnivore, and that's what helped me over the most of last year, because I started carnivore last year in the spring, and I lost a good amount of weight. I lost it like mid-March when I think I started. And I lost it until I went on my cruise. And I got down. I was down to 295. So that was the first time I was under 3 in 27 years at the time. So now we're going into year 28, and I've only been under 300 one time. That ends. So my birthday is March 4th, and I'm hoping for my birthday to be able to, once and for all, be away from the 3s, no more 3s ever again in my life. And like I told you, I got many goals set. I got, just got to hit the mini goals, and I got milestone goals. My first mini goal is to hit 28 pounds lost at the end of February, minimum, pound a day. And at this rate, that would put me at or below 300, depending on how things go. My next mini goal is going to be to hit the 31 in March minimum, because it's 31 days. We're going a pound a day. So if I can knock those 2 out, my initial milestone goal, my first milestone goal, will put me, now that I know that I'm 328.4, that's 60 pounds lost. That would put me at 268. 268.4. So sub 270, which is, I graduated high school at like 235. So I mean, I'd be a little over 30 pounds over my high school graduating rate. So that's what we're looking at. So yeah, that's it. That's the deal. That's what we're looking at. Milestone goal eventually is going to be, the first one is going to be 250, because that's where I want to get. And then I'm going to set some more mini goals after that. And then my ultimate milestone goal is going to be 200. Because I don't know the last time I've been 200 pounds. Definitely high school. So But that's it, y'all. That's it. Got my coffee. Gotta have my coffee. Oh, that's another thing. Before this part of the video, my coffee. Um, Listen, doing carnivore was a stress because I like my coffee with a little cream in it. I don't put sugar. I don't do sugar. I do my French vanilla cream. I was struggling because when you're on carnivore, you gotta have black coffee. And I hate black coffee. I mean, I can drink it, but I don't like it. My first preference is coffee with a little cream in it. The thing I like about this is 1 cup, my morning cup, whatever calories they have in there. And I don't put a lot. I Googled the calories and I went to Chat GPT. I look at the calories. The calories are about 25 per the little cup thing. It's about 20. So I splash like 2 of them in there. So I know I'm at 50 calories. But my daily calorie allowance I'm setting is between 5 and 7. So those potatoes, man, I'm going to be able to really get a lot with the potatoes. So, if you're doing this, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. If you're watching my video, I mean, everybody's going to put their own little variation on it. The point that I'm making here is if you're going to do this, just make sure you follow the nutrition principles when it's time to eat and the calorie principles. Keep your calories as low to the floor as possible. I just love that phrase by Cole, as low to the floor. Keep them as low to the floor as possible. You'll be all right. Now, I'm not saying go drinking 4 or 5 cups of coffee with a bunch of cream in it. Now, that's adding too much extra. Don't drink all them sugary drinks and Gatorade and cold drinks, sodas and all of that stuff, man. Coke, Sprite, don't drink all that. It got to be water. But when it's time to eat, keep the calories as low to the floor. You're good. Electrolytes, obviously, the snake juice, man. You gotta have the snake juice while you're fasting. I'm about to go ahead on and prep mine at the house. I got some of that stuff yesterday. I got me some, so I'm going to drink some of that. It's cold down here in South Louisiana, so I'm gonna go ahead on and do what I do. And next portion of the video coming up. We'll holler. All right, so what we have here is I did a recording on my phone. I have what we call the eTech City Smart Scale. And this thing, it will pick up and it'll actually manually log everything off your packages. You know how they say the packages, they have the calorie count and all the macros and stuff in it? Excuse me. Well, I don't 100% trust that. So I went ahead and I used my smart scale that I previously had. This is how I was able to measure all my macros previously. But I'm just worrying about the calorie count. That's it. That's all I'm worried about. I want to get between 5 and 7. So what you're seeing right here is I started putting the actual potatoes on the scale and it syncs with your phone. It's Bluetooth. So as I put the potatoes on the scale, you can see to my phone, it's calculating the calories. So I know exactly how much we're putting on there. Now I can adjust this how I want. I can, like I said, if I want to go 500, I can put enough on there to get to 500. If I want to go up to my max of 7, which I, said I was going to do, I can go that high. I went ahead and just I finished up with 5 potatoes total that I had put on here. And it gave me right under 700 calories. So now you see where I'm kind of scrolling down, you see 640 calories, the protein, 17 and a half, 151 grams of carbs, no cholesterol, all of that. But most importantly with this, look at the potassium, 3,600 grams of potassium. That's what it had for that. So as you saw, I had 640 calories, but look at the potatoes. It's like 5 of them. That's a lot. So I said, you know what? I was trying to get closer to 7, but I said, let me just downsize it. So I went ahead and cut them up and added it and figured it up to 500. And I put it on a plate, teared it out, and there you have it. 501 calories. And look, this is what I'm going to have for dinner. That's a lot. That's less than what I had initially. But at the end of the day, I'm good with this. The finished product. Man, this came out good. It was extremely filling. Man, flavorful, salt, made a nice little gravy, put some bone broth in it. Really good. Y'all have a good night. We'll update the weight tomorrow.
Peace.